summer signings tier list. We've got 4 tiers to bring you: bad, mid, good, and unreal. Obviously, we've got Kudus, we've got Paulinia, we've got Kolo Muani, we got Takai, we got Tel.
So 6 signings.
And is that Danso?
No. Muani, Kudus.
Oh, and Mohamed Kudus. Well, I said Kudus.
There's 6 there. Kudus, Paulinia, Simons, Muani, Tel, and Takai.
Okay. First up, we're going to look at Mohamed Kudus. I think he's been brilliant so far. Proper workhorse on that right-hand side. Still missing the kind of goal threat, which I thought he was going to bring. Hasn't brought that as of yet, but I do back him to kind of bring that. I think already got 2 assists, which came on his debut. Brilliant assists at that as well. I think this guy's going to be an unreal signing for us, to be honest.
I think when you take in the price, 55 million, I understand, like, he's not a player he's not a player who's going to promise you massive goal return, but I think what he does bring is so valuable, especially given that we were missing it massively from the squad. So for me, I think he's an unreal signing, and I think we got a brilliant price for him. If he can add goals to his game or start getting more regular goal contributions, the sky's the limit for him. The sky's the limit for him, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, you just look back to that Man City game and the PSG game where he didn't have that much of a goal threat in him. But what work he did for the team and how important he was for us to get the 3 points. And obviously we didn't get anything in the PSG game, but still, like, we were on top of them for 85 minutes and he was a massive part of that. Yeah. So you can already see like how he's going to impact this team. So yeah, I agree. Mohamed Kudus is going to be an unreal signing for us. Next up is going to be João Paulinia. A bit of a mixed bag so far for João Paulinia. I thought, yeah, I mean, if you take friendlies into account, he was obviously awful at Bayern Munich. I thought he was pretty awful in the most recent game against Bournemouth. But I do think against PSG and against Man City, I thought he was absolutely brilliant in those games. So I think he's kind of exactly what we need in the middle of the park. An absolute workhorse, his physicality in the middle there, his dual winning ability is just something that, you know, we needed. We just saw last season how much we needed a player like that, and we finally got one. So if he can keep up those kind of levels that we saw at Fulham, the levels that we saw at Man City and PSG, that this guy's going to be an unreal signing. But if we do see those traits coming in against Bournemouth and then against Bayern Munich in the pre-season, then that might get degraded a little bit.
Yeah, I think he has potential to be an unreal signing. I fear he might only be a good signing because I think he, in terms of being an absolute dual winner and being someone who adds that steal in the middle of the park, I think he is someone who has a lot of value to the squad. In terms of needing a number 6 who's got good passing ability, he's not that. And I think, you know, we saw, you know, we did miss, like against Bournemouth, having a deep line playmaker. And obviously he doesn't fulfill that role, but obviously that's not his role to fulfill. So he's going to have his games like against Bournemouth where he struggles, I think. But I also think against, you know, games against Man City, he's invaluable and he's unbelievable. Obviously what was he, 29? We got him on loan. I think it's really good business, but is like, am I convinced in like 3 years' time he's going to be our starting centre mid? I don't know.
He won't be our starting centre mid in 3 years' time.
I mean, he might be, but
I don't think he will.
I'm saying I'm not convinced by that. So like,
but we've brought him in as a job
as a stopgap. Yeah,
that's his. Like Mohamed Kudus, we've brought him in for the long term. The purpose of João Paulinia is for this season. So I don't think you can judge it on if he's going to be here in 3 years' time, because I don't think that's what his job is. His job has been a loan signing.
But it could be. I mean, if he
smashes it,
yeah, he could be
in 3 years. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be here in 3 years' time. He might be here, but he won't be a starter for us. But he's already 30 years of age.
I think he's 29 at the moment, or is he 30 already? Paulinia, I think he. He's 30. He turned 30 a few weeks ago.
So at 33, I don't think he's going to be starting for us in the middle of the park.
All right, well, even in 2 years' time. Whatever. My point being is, I think he's a good signing.
I think it's like he comes in, does what he says on the tin. A loan signing. If he does really well, I think we take up the option for 25 million. And I think he is going to do really well. I think we will take up the option, but it could be detriment to one of our other midfielders, and we're still looking to bring in another six.
I think he's good. I don't know if I think in some games we're going to be like waxing lyrical about him, and then some games we're going to be like, this guy is awful.
I don't think he should be playing every game for us. That's the thing. Like, I think he should be playing in these big games where we're going to need a destroy in the middle of the park. But when we need, like the Bournemouth game, when we need more ball progression from the middle of the park, I don't think he should be playing those games.
So he's a good signing then.
Yeah, but I mean, we could be looking back at the big games this season, like the Man City games, and maybe even like Arsenal at the Emirates and stuff like that, and being like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. I think it's good. It's not unreal, but I think it's good business. Loan deal makes sense. I wouldn't say it's an unreal signing though.
Fair enough. We'll put him in good. João Palhinha. Next up, we're going to look at Xavi Simons, and this is the one I'm most excited about, guys. I think this guy, out of all the players that we've signed, I think this is the one with proper star quality. And if we can get this guy playing to his best, and in the number 10, a position that we desperately need, he's going to be coming in and playing consistently 90 minute after 90 minute after 90 minute. And I think he's going to be so valuable and so important to our team. Creative ability, the way he can just charge at his man and take on ability. I think he's going to provide bundles amount of assists this season. I think it's a no-brainer. This guy goes straight into unreal signing.
Yeah, completely agree. I think this is a phenomenal signing. This is phenomenal business. 51 million as well. We paid more for Kudus than we did for him, and we thought we got a good price for Kudus. I think Xavi Simons is one of the most exciting talents in Europe. I really believe that, and he's been around. I know he's been around for a while. People think he's maybe older than he was because the name's been around for so long. But this guy, he's only 22. He is an incredible player, and I think he gets branded with certain brushes because of his, how big he got when he was earlier, and people think he's maybe a luxury player and things like that. This guy is serious talent, like really serious talent. Unbelievable first touch, unbelievable scoring ability. He's going from strength to strength. I think people underestimate, he's got a really good head on his shoulders, I think, as well, because this guy's been at Barca, been at PSG. Yeah, he made that move to PSV for his career. He made the move to Leipzig for his career, signed there permanently because he thought it was best for his development. And it was interesting, I was just reading an interview from him, and he said, I really believe Tottenham is the best place for my development. That is what his head's at. His head's always about improving as a player. He said he chose Frank because Frank told him what he's not good at, not what he is good at. Like, that is where his head's at. I think he's got a really good head on his shoulders. He's quite grounded, and I think he's going to become a phenomenal player for us, and one of the best 10s in the league, I think.
Yeah, I think the fans are going to quickly fall in love with this guy, quickly. He's going to be an absolute fan favourite. He's exactly what we want to see, where magic on the ball with the end product as well, and Frank's going to take him up levels.
And I think not only is he a creator, though, he's also a goal scorer. I think he's both, and I think he's going to provide both for us. I think it's going to be such a great signing, and I think we're going to look back at this thinking, how the hell did we get him? I mean, we're already thinking that, but I think we're going to look back like, this is an unbelievable signing.
You look at it as well, like at the beginning of the window, nobody thought we could get Xavi Simons through the door, and here we are. Not alone, not anything like that. Straight out, we've bought him for under his market value as well. Like, his market value going into the window was 70 million euros on transfer market.
I don't know how we done it.
51 million.
It's mad business. And considering we did it after the Gibbs White and Eze fallout, I would have preferred him at the beginning of the window if you asked me, I think.
Yeah, I think in terms of profile and stylistically, he fits the bill for us more than an Eze.
Yeah, and Gibbs White, I think. I really do. I think this guy is the perfect fit. And, you think about age-wise as well. Got his best years ahead of him, coming into his prime.
I think because Maddison got injured, that's the case more, though. Like, if Maddison was still here, maybe a Gibbs White profile would have suited us a bit better. But now Maddison's injured, the need for a pure creator He's just fits the bill perfectly. So look, Javi Simons is going into unreal signing. Next up is Randall Kolo Muani. Obviously, we've just been waxing lyrical about him, so
I think it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I want to put him in unreal because I think he can really smash it out the park for us, but I just want to be a bit cautious because I do think, you know, he's going to be sharing his minutes with Richarlison, Solanke when he comes back as well. It's going to be a big fight to be our number 9 this season when Solanke comes back from injury. I think he can be a very good, and I think like he will end up being the starting number 9 for us. And I do hope if that does happen, we do make it permanent. But, you know, we need to see it, evidence in front of our eyes for us. So I think he has all the attributes to do really well here. But yeah, I would agree, just good.
Yeah, I think it's a good signing. I think he comes off the back of some difficult years for him. Although, albeit he's done okay, but yeah, it's been difficult for him past couple of years. He's a good striker. I think he's got a lot to offer. He's got a lot of qualities, and I think we got him on loan, obviously as well, no option to buy. So I think in terms of a piece of business, considering as well deadline day, and we needed to bring someone in, I think we've done well to get him in, but I don't think it's any better than good at the moment.
All right, so Randall Muani goes into good. Next up is Matisse Tell. So obviously we had him on loan last season. Ended up getting that purchase price down to 35 million euros. He's here now. I haven't seen much, to be honest, in Matisse Tell since he's come to Spurs. I can't sit here based on the evidence, put him in unreal signing. I don't even think based on the evidence I can put him in good signing, or we've signed him for the potential. And do we think he could potentially be an unreal or good player for us? I mean, he could be. There is a case to say that Frank could develop him into that, but you can't. Can we really rank him based on potential? Like, we can only kind of rank him on what you've seen at this moment in time.
Yeah, the thing with what I have with the Tell signing is obviously with Muani coming in, that obviously tells me we don't fully believe Tell is ready, do we? Because otherwise we'd just use Tell. So. Because Tell can play up front and he can play on the left, off the left, supposedly. So, and that's fine because he's 20 and I don't have a problem with that. But when you bring in someone like Tell, you would think the club have a development plan with him. I understand we as fans, he has to play now and he has to be good now. Look, he's only been here 6 months. After 6 months, Bergvall wasn't exactly hitting the heights and he then exploded. Look, for the players at these ages, it can take time. You don't know when it's going to happen for them. But I worry that we don't have a really good development plan for him. And that's what's needed when... I worry that after the summer, we saw the Bayern drop the price to 30 million. And we were like, you know what? Good potential, decent price. Let's just do it without really thinking about it. I'm not saying it was wrong to do. I'm just saying... you should do these things with a plan of, okay, you get him in and he's back up to let's say a Liao or a Lookman, right? And then you develop him and you rotate him and that's your development plan. You give him those minutes when you put him in when you need to, and you get him starting games, you get him playing better, build his confidence. It seems as though it's right now. It's like he's there. Is he behind Odebear? We're playing Johnson ahead of him. We've now got Muani there. Like, do we care about his development? Is it just about is it like, have we thought about it? You know what I mean? Or is it just a case of we're signing him and we're just hoping it works out?
I think it was a classic case of Daniel Levy wanting to win it in a negotiation. I think this was purely a club signing. Matisse.
Well, we signed him before Frank came in, didn't we?
Yeah. So I think this was purely a club signing. I think this has Daniel Levy's fingerprints all over it. He saw a player that a couple of years ago had a high market value, and he got the price down of what the option to buy was. And yeah, look, the reality is we've brought him in at left wing, and we've been looking to sign a left winger whilst we've still got Odebear here as well. So yeah, for me, it's harsh, but I'm going to put him in mid.
Yeah, I mean, I agree at the moment because it's not really about Tell. It's more about I'm questioning the club's decision if they don't either fully trust him or have a plan for him to bring him in. Like you would have brought him in because you planned for him to be your guy here or have a plan to develop him. And it seems as though it's a bit mishmash, and that's what I'm worried about. And so I am worried about where it leaves him in the squad, to be honest. So
yeah, look, at one point,
I'm not writing him off. People say I'm already writing him off. It's not about Tell, it's about Spurs. I'm worried about our squad planning for him. You know what I mean?
And look, the reality is we are looking for another winger to come in. It was evident that we were looking for another winger in the summer. There's already rumours saying that we're still going to be looking for a winger in January. And if we really believed in Tell that much, would we really be looking to bring in another left winger?
That's the thing.
I don't think we would be.
Clearly, we don't think he's fully ready. So if that's the case, maybe you should have sent him out on loan. If that's the case, and maybe he comes back full of confidence. I believe in Tell. I'm a big fan of Tell. I think he could be a really good player for us. I'm just worried how we're kind of treating him in a sense of, do we have a proper plan for him to develop here? And if not, was it worth spending 30 million?
And as well, like, he came here because he wasn't getting regular game time at Bayern.
Exactly.
And he came here because he thought he was going to get regular game time. And he's not getting regular game time. So is he going to start getting itchy feet and being like, at the end of this season or in January, being like, look, I'm not getting regular game time here. That's what I was promised. That's what I came here on the assumption of. But I'm not getting it. So it's going to be interesting.
Now he's third or fourth choice, potentially.
Yeah. So I am going to say, look, he's gone into mid. And the last one is Kota Takai. I mean, this one's just impossible to put him in any tier.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I would say is it seems a bit pointless to me because I said it before when we signed him and nothing's changed. We have Phillips, we have Vuskovic. Now, I know Takai's a bit older than them, but not by much. He's only played in the J League. We signed him for 5 million. He's injured. Why? I don't understand why we would trust him in the first team more than those other guys. And if we're saying, okay, those guys need the regular game time to develop, and so, it's worth them taking the loan, that's fine. Why is that different for Takai?
Yeah, I mean,
why does he not need the loan to develop? Why is he ready?
We just don't know, do we? We don't know what kind of level of player he is. We have no clue.
But we
literally have no clue.
Vuskovic has just had a season in the Belgian league, which is probably better than, I would assume, better than the Japanese league. Phillips has just had a season in the Championship, which again, is that better than the Japanese league? Maybe. Why and they've done quite well. So why, based on that, right, are they not ready? But based on him playing well in the Japanese league, Takai is ready.
Yeah, look,
that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it might not make sense, but look, we don't know this player. We literally have no clue about him. That's the reality. Like, we've never seen him play in 90 minutes. We never saw him in pre-season. Since he's come here, he's been injured. So I mean, all the points you make are valid. But still, it's impossible to put him in any of these tiers because we have no clue what this player offers.
For me, if he comes into the first team and isn't good, and by the end of the season we decide he needs a loan, this is a mid signing or a bad signing potentially even.
Yeah, but again, like, this is all just like it's just the complete unknown. Because, like, he could come in and do well. He could come in a cup competition and we start to see some value in him. Or he could just not do well and we need to send him out on loan. So, like, we were told that he was going to come in and fight for a place in the first team. That's what we were told. That's what Alistair Gold said when we first signed him. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's impossible to put him in any of these tiers. Mm-hmm. It really is.
It's true.
I think it's harsh to put him in bad. It's harsh to put him in anything because we've literally known nothing about him.
So I guess put him in mid.
Again, that's harsh as well.
Middle of the road. This is our prediction.
Mine.
Mid. We'll put him in mid. Well, we can't put him anywhere.
Don't put my stamp on it. That's your prediction.
Mid.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're putting Kudus and Javi Simons in unreal.
Perfect symmetry. I love it.
Palinia and Muani in good, and then we have got Takai and Tell in mid.
So no bad signings.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the prediction anyway. We'll see what happens come the end of the season. But that is our summer signings tier list. Do you agree? If you do, let us know in the comment section below. But if you disagree as well, please let us know in the comments as well and put your rankings in this tier list in the comment section